Mid-Era Pokemon cards are booming in the singles market once again, so here is a list of 10 Mid-Era Pokemon cards that you should be getting your hands on as soon as possible. If you don't know what Mid-Era is, well, it's cards that come from the Diamond and Pearl era all the way up to the Sun and Moon era of the Pokemon TCG. And as always, with every PokeLifts TCG video, here is another giveaway. For this one, I'll be giving away this beautiful ZERAORA GX from the Japanese set Tag Team GX ALLSTARS from the Sun and Moon era. All you have to do to enter is like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, and comment what is your favorite card from the mid-era of the Pokemon TCG. There's so much to choose from, but my favorite, as always, is that Snorlax Level X from Rising Rivals. It's just such a beautiful card. Around 90% of you guys who watch my content aren't subscribed to the channel, so make sure you subscribe to keep up to date with future giveaways and for this elite content. Without further ado, let's get into this list of 10 mid-era Pokemon cards that I believe you should get your hands on as soon as possible on PokeLifts TCG. Hello everyone and welcome back to the PokeLifts TCG channel, where we are in a different setting. Completely. I am moving house, so I'm staying at my girlfriend's. Thank you to my girlfriend for letting me stay over while I'm moving house. And Dedene is up here on the little washing basin, just chilling out. He's always here, guys. He's always here. Anyway, we are here to discuss the massive boom in mid-era Pokemon cards on the Pokemon TCG singles market. It is absolutely wild. Diamond and Pearl, all the way up to Sun and Moon, is going crazy right now. And I just wanted to pitch in with a few cards, well, 10 cards, maybe 12 with some honorable mentions, but 12 cards that you guys should maybe grab before this goes too crazy in the near future. As always, guys, there is a giveaway on this video, so make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment what is your favorite mid-era card. I said already, mine is the Snorlax Level X. It is for this beautiful, I'm going to bring it over, beautiful ZERAORA GX just there. It's absolutely stunning, in really, really good condition as well. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, like and comment, and maybe you could win that card. Anyway, we are going to jump straight into this with our first card. It is going to be our first honorable mention. It is the Pikachu and Zekrom GX Full Art from Sun and Moon's Team Up. Now, it is the full art version. Now, people have been going crazy for the promo. People have been going crazy for the regular GX, but this full art, in my opinion, is absolutely beautiful. The yellow in the background, Pikachu with the PokeLifts TCG stance. He looks so sick. And obviously, Zekrom in the background, that Generation 5 legendary, becoming more and more popular now with the introduction of Scarlet and Violet's last set, Black Bolt and White Flare. Well, mainly Black Bolt. Now, we can see over on the right side, I'll be covering that, but on the right side, we're seeing $289.90 in terms of dollars. That is very steep, but if we go down to our lovely graph down here, you can see about 3 months ago, we were looking at $52, $53 down there, which is kind of crazy. And we've started to creep up all the way to now a kind of plateau at $102, which in my opinion is still undervalued. It's still undervalued. We'll check the eBay values in a little bit as well, just so you know about those, the UK eBay values especially, since most of my viewers are from the UK. But $102 for me still seems a little bit low, actually. Yes, it is in the honorable mention category. That is because I think it is slightly high in price for this video, if I'm honest. And I do think there's a little bit more squeeze room in this card. I think it will slowly go up a little bit more as we get Black Bolt and White Flare actually releasing. I think people are going to want to put it in their collection because it is such a stunning card. I mean, if we go all the way up, I mean, look at this card. It is absolutely beautiful. You've got Pikachu with the yellow background looking so sick, and obviously Zekrom is an awesome legendary. I definitely think this card should be in your collection if you love Zekrom, if you love Pikachu as well. There's a mascot right there, Pikachu. You've got the legendary. It's a no-brainer. Such a brilliant card for $102. It's looking pretty good. So looking at UK eBay, the last sold was on the 22nd of June, I believe, which I can see, obviously it's not on the screen for you guys, but 22nd of June, and it sold for around 37 to 38 pounds. Now, I do believe that's probably gone up since this video goes up. I definitely think that's gone up. So check the prices. I do think this one's going to go whoosh all the way up into the sky. So make sure you're buying it for a kind of nice price. Don't buy it for right at the top of peak market. If you can get a bargain with this card, I think it's worth it. I think it's definitely worth it to get in your collection. As I said, you've got a mascot, you've got a legendary, you've got a beautiful full art that people are maybe overlooking just a little bit over the rainbow and the promo with the texture. I think it's a no-brainer. This card in the honorable mention here. Okay, moving into our second honorable mention for this video, and it is a regular rare card. It is Snorlax from Sun and Moon's Unbroken Bonds. Sun and Moon 10, it is this beautiful artwork on your screen right now. Now, on that side, I can see that it's at $29.99 in dollars. This is on the cheaper side, this card. It really is. But obviously, Snorlax being a very popular Pokemon. You've got two Pikachus and the Torchic just standing on his head looking so sweet. I think this card is actually a sneaky sleeper of a card that you could be putting into your collection. Now, I believe there is a holo version, and I believe there is a reverse holo version. Correct me if I'm wrong, but these cards are probably going to go up in price, in my opinion. Sun and Moon is getting really popular. Snorlax is a really popular Pokemon. I think this is a no-brainer of a card. It is a regular rare, but the artwork is absolutely beautiful. The artwork by Konohai as well, they have done an absolutely amazing job on this artwork. This kind of really sweet, cute Snorlax with those Pikachus and Torchic. I absolutely love it. So as we scroll down all the way to here, you can see that it is on the rise. It is going up and up, and it has reached that $25 mark at the moment. It was 3 months ago at around 20, so it has got that around 30% increase, which is quite nice for a card, a regular rare card at that. I think you should be snapping this up quickly before it goes completely. I think this card is going to go and shoot up. It's going to be one of those regular rares that everybody wants. So looking at eBay, I've just checked eBay now, so I'm as up to date as I possibly can be. Looking at around $21.50, $21.52 on the pricing for this Snorlax. This is definitely one that you want to be putting in your little cute binder. Maybe if you want to get it for a girlfriend or boyfriend or whoever is your significant other. It is a beautiful card. I definitely think you should snatch this up before it gets bigger and bigger. We know with these popular Pokemon like Snorlax, Mewtwo, Pikachu, as it goes on and on through the years, these cards get very popular. And I think this one, especially in the holo rare and maybe the reverse holo rare, will get very popular in future. Grab this up while you can. It is an absolutely beautiful and sweet looking card. Now we are finally to our list, our actual proper 10 cards list that I believe you should be looking at when you're looking at these mid-era cards. And starting with an absolute beauty. These cards are no in particular order, but we're going to call this number 10 for now. It is this Mew Prime card from Heart Gold Soul Silver Triumphant. Heart Gold and Soul Silver is one of my favorite eras of the Pokemon TCG. I absolutely love it. The borders are beautiful, the card shape looks amazing, and the Prime cards, in my opinion, are absolutely stunning. I've got a couple in my collection. I don't have this one, but I'm looking to buy this one at the moment. Now you can see already this card looks absolutely stunning. Mew just flying in there with those wisps, with the psychic wisps all around it. And I love this border that they put on the Prime cards as well, that primal border. It just looks phenomenal. Now there's no current listings on TCG Player, but as we scroll down all the way here, we can see that it is on the rise once again. It was at around $54, coming all the way up to that $61.31, that 12% increase on this card. I do think that these Prime cards are going to shoot up in price. Prime cards are definitely underrated. They were some of my favorites when I was a kid. I absolutely loved them. I've got a Feraligatr Prime. I've recently found an Ursaring Prime. I'll pop that down below, and the Feraligatr as well. I found that at a card show. Absolutely love that card. And I've got a couple of Meganium Primes as well. I need to find that Typhlosion, complete the trifecta. But this Mew is definitely on my radar. I'm going to check eBay. We're going to see what the pricing's like for the UK eBay as well. But I do believe this is a card that you might want to put in your collection. Mew being such a popular Pokemon, I think it's a no-brainer to get this Prime card in your collection, but we'll check eBay to see what the price is like. So looking at it on the UK eBay, it's kind of crazy. The last sold was on the 24th of June that I can see, and it sold for £37.20 or £37.12. I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh my gosh. For this card, guys, for this beauty of a Mew, it is a no-brainer. Guys, if you can get it for that price, get this in your collection. That's what I'd say. I'm going to be getting it in my collection. I'm going to a card show very, very soon. I need to make sure that I get this in my collection. It's Mew. It's a beautiful card. It's from the mid-era. It's Prime. And it is arguably from one of the best sets, in my opinion. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Triumphant. Guys, it's a no-brainer. Get this in your collection before it goes crazy. I'm telling you right now. So here we are at number 9. Again, these cards are in no particular order, but it is the Venusaur and Snivy GX, the Sun and Moon promo, 229. It is unbelievable. This artwork is from Yuka Mori, as you can already see that claymation style. Guys, I think this card is brilliant and heavily underrated, especially for a promo. Everyone knows on this channel that I'm a sucker for promos, and this is one that I think should be on your radar. The claymation style is just so cool. Seeing Venusaur and Snivy together, and it was a promo. It's kind of crazy. I think this card should be in your collection as soon as possible. Now, you can see over here, it is at $60, $59.99 to be exact, on TCG Player. But as we scroll down, we can see that it has gone up and it is spiked and then slowly come down once again, and it is around $38 to $36. It did spike up originally at around an 11% increase, as you can see here. Then it came down and it's really hit down there. It's really taken a steep turn all the way down. I still think this card has some life in it, especially as the mid-era is starting to get more and more popular once again. Coming to the end of Scarlet and Violet, people are going to want to turn to some mid-era stuff, probably again sooner rather than later. And I believe this card is going to be one that people want. Venusaur on there as well, Venusaur being one of the 3 original starters. Really dear place in some people's hearts. I mean, Bulbasaur is a sick starter Pokemon, as we know already, with Charmander and Squirtle beside it. Secondly, Snivy. Now we have Pokemon's Scarlet and Violet, Black Bolt and White Flare coming out very soon. And of course, the starters of the Unova region, Generation 5, were Tepig, Oshawott, and Snivy. So I think people are going to want to get that illustration rare of Snivy from Black Bolt and White Flare, and then start hunting for more and more Snivy cards, with this one being probably the top one that people want. This one, or maybe a couple of others, but I think this card is going to be very desirable for those Gen 5 fans. Now, looking at eBay, again, I'm so surprised by these cards and these prices, but we're looking at about £23-24 on eBay. Last sold was the 23rd of June. Guys, this is kind of crazy. £23 for a Tag Team GX. Yes, it's a promo, but for a Tag Team GX card in English is mental. Scoop it up as soon as you can. Tag Team's going crazy at the moment. Japanese, both Japanese and English is going crazy. You'll be seeing it on Whatnot. You'll be seeing it in lots of videos on YouTube recently. Lots of people trying to go for the Sun and Moon era cards as well. Guys, get on this card as soon as you can. It's really cheap at the moment at that £23 mark on eBay. Jump on it as soon as you can. For number 8, we're taking it all the way back to the X and Y era. I say all the way back, kind of right in the middle to the X and Y era, with this beauty of a trainer card, in my opinion, the Lysander full art from X and Y's Flash Fire. Now, as we know, Flash Fire was full of Charizard cards, and absolutely beautiful Charizard cards, if I might say so myself. I'll pop those down to the side or down below or wherever. But this card, in my opinion, is overlooked. Lysander may not be the most amazing villain, and people didn't love him in the X and Y games, but this card is beautiful. The orange, the texture behind, the amazing contrast with the layering of those oranges as well is just so cool, and that expression as well. He's really angry, and I just think this card is really cool. The fact that his hair is like bleeding off the border as well, and it kind of like melds into the supporter text. It just works for me. This card just works for me, in my opinion. So looking at the pricing on TCG Player, we're looking at $14.50, $14.57, but we'll go down to the table and the graph down here. So within the 3 months, it started off at a $10 card, which to me is mental. This is a beautiful artwork. This looks so cool in the binder. I can already imagine. Again, it's on my list to look for when I go to my next card show. So you can see that it's at like around the $10 mark around 3 months ago, and it has slowly crept up all the way up to around the $11, $12 mark, which still to me, it's a 15% increase, yes, but still to me, ridiculously underrated. I'm going to be looking everywhere at the next card show for this card. Flashfire, everyone's looking for those Charizards, of course. But guys, let's look for Lysander. You know, he became a villain. Maybe he just needs some love. But he's just so cool in this card. We're going to check eBay, look at the price, see what it's going for at the moment, and maybe that will change my decision on this. But right now, this card is a no-brainer. So looking at it on eBay, I just seen last sold was on the 13th of June or the 14th of June, and it was £16.42, which is a steal. For this card, it is an absolute steal. I've just seen who the artist is, guys. It's Ken Sugimori. Oh my gosh. A Ken Sugimori trainer card looking like that for £16, whatever it was again, is kind of mental. Get this in your binder if you love trainer cards as well. I'm a sucker for trainer cards. I think they're so cool. I think they're heavily underrated, especially in this Scarlet and Violet era. The SAR trainers have been so underrated. Apart from maybe the N and the Rosa coming into Black Bolt and White Flare, they're not so underrated. But guys, the trainer cards have been so underrated in Scarlet and Violet, and I think they're getting underrated in X and Y, Sun and Moon as well. This card is beautiful. I'm going to pot it back up there so you can have a look at it. Look at it. Ken Sugimori artwork. Beautiful orange, vibrant card. What more could you ask for? Get this card in your collection before it goes crazy. I'm telling you, it's going to go crazy. Coming in at number 7, we have the Gyarados EX Secret Rare from X and Y's Breakpoint. Yes, it is another X and Y card, but guys, just look at this card. Just look at it. It's unreal. It just looks so cool, and I think it is heavily underrated, especially at the price point it is at now. X and Y seems to get forgotten a little bit, and I think it's starting to get its flowers a little bit more. People are starting to think about it a little bit more. But this card, it's a secret rare. It's got that beautiful gold border. It's got that fantastic red Gyarados and some fan favorites on there. Obviously, the Greninja, which is down there. Is that a Fiona? I think it's a Fiona or a Manaphy, but still, we've got a mythical, we've got a red Gyarados, and we've got the boy Greninja as well. Of course, as well, guys, you already know who the artist is. It's Mitsuhiro Arita, the fantastic, beautiful artist who did the Charizard from base set. He is a legend. It is absolutely phenomenal artwork. Breakpoint, not the most loved set from X and Y, I don't think. Breakpoint was quite fun. I think it was the first one that introduced the break cards, those gold break cards, which you could flip to the side. There were some beautiful cards. I really enjoyed break cards. I've got a couple in my collection. A lot of Pokemon purists didn't really like the break cards, but I actually quite liked them, and a lot of people didn't really gravitate towards this set. But this card was in there, and this card is still heavily underrated. As you can see here, or you won't be able to see yet, as I always say, because my head is in the way, sorry, but it's standing at $48 on TCG Player, but the graph says it's all. Starting 3 months ago at around $19.65 and now creeping all the way up to $26.80 at a 37% increase even on this card. Guys, this card is only going to go up. It's Gyarados. Everybody likes Gyarados. There's so many people who love this Pokemon, and also the people who are trying to collect all the Greninjas as well, especially with that Greninja hype from Twilight Masquerade. I'll pop that over there. We've got a Greninja on this card. The gold border, the beautiful blue background, a red shiny Gyarados on there. I think this card is maybe heavily underrated. Looking at around the £36 mark, $36 mark it is, wasn't it? Let's have a look. It's actually $26. That's heavily underrated for this card. We're going to check the UK eBay as per usual, but $26 for a gold border shiny Gyarados with Greninja on and a beautiful wavy background. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, and it's on a steady incline as well, so it may be time to pick this up. Okay, so UK eBay has restored my faith in the Pokemon TCG community. Thank the Lord. Over here on the eBay, on the UK eBay, it is saying around 63 to maybe 73 pounds for this card. Now, yes, it is on the higher side of the price point that normally I try and go for, but guys, look at this card. It is absolutely beautiful. If you love Gyarados and you like these X and Y era cards and you're looking at some mid-era picks that you really want to add to your collection, this is definitely one that you want to add. A beautiful artwork, Mid-Era, Greninja, Manaphy, and Gyarados, shiny Gyarados for that matter. Guys, I believe that this card is probably going to go up to around the hundreds to maybe 110 as we go into this crazy mid-era hype. I do think it is going to go there. So I reckon you should pick this card up. If you see it at a card show for cheap, around £60, maybe at that 70 mark, I think it is going to go up slightly a little bit more as we go on. So maybe pick this card up in the near future. It's looking pretty sick. That is our number 7 spot. Okay, guys, so we are at number 6. If you like your Gyaradoses and you don't want to go too high on that price point, I'm bringing you this card right here. It is the Gyarados X and Y Ancient Origins Ancient Trait card, and it is absolutely sick. I love this card, especially in that hollow foil, guys. I think it is a stunning card, and it should definitely be added to your collection, especially if you are a Gyarados fan. Now we can see Gyarados coming up through the waves, this kind of hand-drawn artwork with the trainer, the fisherman, going, what is going on right here? He is scared out of his life, and it is the Ancient Trait cards. They are very, very cool. I love this kind of half art style of card. One of my favorite Ancient Trait cards, which I have in my binder, is this Hollow Fearow. I'll pop it up there. It was a promo from X and Y, which I absolutely love, but this Gyarados from Ancient Origins is unbelievable. Illustration by Takia, unbelievable illustration. This hand-drawn kind of style with the waves crashing in the background. It's just so sick. Now, I can see over here on TCG Player, this is the heavy played price, so it's probably going to be a bit more if we look at it on their mint stuff, but it's talking about $6-7 on TCG Player. We can head all the way down. It is on the steady incline, and that's what we need to see on this graph. You can see in heavy play, it was down at around $4, and then it's come all the way up to $5.95, a 24% increase already. And I can already imagine that in near mint, this is probably going to be quite an expensive card. Again, it is Gyarados. I do believe, though, it is going to be less than that secret rare from Breakpoint, but it's still X and Y. It's still a half-art Ancient Trait card. It is beautiful. So let's check eBay and see what we're looking at. So I'm looking at eBay here, and I've just seen that one has been sold today, actually, on the 6th of July. So there you go. That's the date today, so you can work out how it is from there. But sold today at around £13 to £15. It was struck at a deal. It was at $15.99, but I believe they probably took it. And the one below that was at 13 quid. So I'm assuming it's going to be 13 to 15 odd pounds. Team, for this card, £13, a Gyarados, a fan favorite Pokemon, in the reverse hollow foil. I'm telling you, this is a great card to pick up, especially as mid-era creeps up in price. You can already see by the graph down here as we go down, you can already see it's going up in price. This is a beautiful card. Definitely get your hands on it if you can, especially if you're looking for those cheaper Gyaradoses. This one is one to get. It'll probably be at your local card shop or maybe at a card show. Definitely check it out. Try and get this in your collection. I think it's going to go up in future. I'm definitely going to be grabbing this as soon as I can, but that is number 6. Coming at you with number 5. Yes, there's a lot of Pikachu hype, but what about its evolution, Raichu? Here at number 5, we've got the Raichu Level X from Stormfront. And guys, I've got to get a Level X in there. Diamond and Pearl era, Stormfront. This is the part of the TCG that I grew up with when I was a child, and I love the Level X cards. I mean, Snorlax being one of my favorite Level X's ever. I love the Raichu Level X. I also love the Infinite Level X. That was close to being on this list, guys. So close. It just was creeping up too much in that price point. But this Raichu Level X, guys, it is phenomenal. Everyone forgets about Raichu because Pikachu is the hype, but Raichu is so sick. I love these cards, these Level X cards. They are definitely ones to scoop up if you can get them on the cheaper side at the moment. Raichu Level X, you can see he's coming out of the border similar to those Prime cards. He looks so primed and ready to go. I love the border of text at the bottom. Just, I don't know, it just looks so retro and so cool. It reminds me of kind of that Game Boy maybe transition over to that DS era of life, basically. I mean, that kind of was where it was with the TCG. You know, we brought Diamond and Pearl into the Nintendo DS, and yeah, it kind of was around that era, so maybe it's just nostalgia for me, but I just love this card. Looking over to the side, so we can see on TCG Player here, or I can see, we're looking at about $48 on TCG Player in a moderate play. Probably going to be a bit more in that near mint slot, but 3 months ago, looking at about $21.50, and then we slowly creep up to that 33% increase, and we're looking at $28.72. Now, obviously, it's saying $48 on that moderate play now on TCG Player, so it has gone up in the last few months. Understandably, Diamond and Pearl era, people are going crazy about it. Diamond and Pearl and Sun and Moon are kind of the ones that people are going, whoa, why did we forget about this? I don't know, guys. Why did we forget about this? Because it is awesome. I'm going to check on eBay, make sure we see what the price is looking at and what the last sold was for the UK. And then maybe you can make more of an informed decision on whether you'd want to pick up this card. So last sold on UK eBay was today. Once again, it was for a best offer. It was at £30, and the last one I saw that was sold was at £37 odd, and that was a bit before that. You can find a lot on eBay that are graded, which is a bit more expensive, but I'm talking about the raw card here. I'm talking about raw, not graded. If we're talking raw, looking about £37 to £40, I reckon. I think right now you're probably looking at that for a moderate play, maybe light play. If we're looking near mint, I reckon it's probably going to be around 50 quid. I do think that this card, though, is really on the rise, especially all level X's, actually. I think you should pick it up. It is a level X. It's from the Diamond and Pearl era. Stormfront, my childhood, absolutely love it. Guys, grab this card while you can. Coming in at number 4, we're going back to X and Y once again, and we're going to that OG style of card. Well, not really OG, but we're going back to those OG styles of cards. We're going to the Dragonite EX full art from X and Y's Evolutions. Now, Evolutions brought back that kind of OG style. That's what I was alluding to. We were looking at that more base set style of things, and we absolutely loved Evolutions. Everyone loved Evolutions, but the pull rates weren't that great. However, they had some unreal cards in there. Obviously, you had your Mega Charizards. You've got those Mega cards as well, but this card, in my opinion, is underrated. This Dragonite right here that you'll be able to see on screen, I love it. I don't know what it is. I think the gold body of Dragonite kind of merging into the gold card with the gold EX stamp and the red text of his ability just like shining out. I think this card is absolutely stunning. We can see over here that we're looking at around $16 on TCG Player right now in a moderately played holofoil, but the graph is what we want to see. Obviously, mid-era is slowly going up in price, and you can see right here that this proves it right. All the way about 3 months ago, we were looking at about $11.26, and then we creep all the way up by 20%, looking at $13.82. It's creeping up slowly but surely. All these cards are creeping up, and I think this card is a stunning one. Dragonite is a fan favorite Pokemon. People love Dragonite, and I think if they do introduce a Mega Dragonite in the new ZA, they might do. It's rumored. I think this card's going to go crazy. Dragonite is going to be popular once again. It's already popular. It's going to go super popular if we get that Mega Evolution in ZA. Just a hunch, but I think that it will go up in price. It's already starting to. It is a beautiful card. It's from Evolutions, which everyone remembers and everyone loves from X and Y. I think this card's a no-brainer, but we'll check eBay before we go too crazy. So just to prove that this card is going crazy and also the mid-era is going crazy as well, another one of these has sold today as well. It got a best offer. It was at $20.99, but it's probably going to be around £19, I reckon, maybe even a little bit more. It could have been over offered as well at 22. The last one I saw before that was at 22 as well, but these last cards that we've been seeing have all sold today, the 6th of July, straight away. It just proves that people are really on the hunt for these mid-era Pokemon cards. I think Dragonite is definitely going to be one that people want to snap up. That gold border, that gold shine. Gold cards are becoming more and more hard to hit in these latest TCG sets. This is a beautiful card. It's a fan favorite Pokemon. Jump on top of this, especially at the low price point of £20 on eBay. Look at your local card shops. Look at your card shows. Guys, get this in your collection before it is too late. I'm telling you. Okay, so coming in with some heavy hitters towards the end of this video, We're going into number 3, and we have the Umbreon GX Full Art from Sun and Moon base. Now, most people talk about the Rainbow Rare Umbreon from the same set, and people really want that Rainbow Rare Umbreon because it is a little bit rarer than this one. But, in my opinion, this card is a little bit nicer, having the color there with the beautiful gray background, the amazing, obviously amazing Pokemon. That is Umbreon. And also, it doesn't show on here, but the foil, the beautiful kind of like cracked prism foil that you get on these GX cards from the Sun and Moon base era. Oh, it is just unbelievable and so beautiful. So I think this card is slowly going to go up even more, especially it's Umbreon. Everyone wants that Sumbreon at the moment from Prismatic. Everyone wanted the Umbreon VMAX from Evolving Skies. I think people are going to really love this card in future, if not already starting to love this card a little bit more than the Rainbow Rare now. We can see over on TCG Player, it's looking at about $32.90. But as we go down, we can see the graph. And again, the trend at the moment with these mid-era cards shooting all the way up, looking at that $16 mark down there and going all the way to a $22 mark. Now, it is kind of plateauing. This is at a moderately played, so it is probably going to be more in near mint. We'll check on eBay in a little bit, but still, $22, especially if you're wanting a binder copy in a moderate play. No brainer for me. Umbreon is an absolutely beautiful Pokemon, a beautiful card right here. This card is stunning. We're going to check the eBay, make sure you can have a look at the price point, especially in the UK. But guys, people are starting to take notice of this card instead of the Rainbow Rare. I think we should take stock as soon as possible. Okay, so looking at the UK eBay, again, the trend continues. One sold today, once again, at £18 on eBay. No brainer. Everyone's chasing after the exact same artwork, by the way. The exact same artwork, but from Hidden Fates, I believe. I think it was Hidden Fates with the shiny Umbreon GX Full Art. Yes, it is a beautiful card, but you can get the same artwork just in the regular colors for, I mean, a tenth of the price. This is a beautiful card, especially at that £18 price point. That's wild to me. £18 for an Umbreon, a full art Umbreon GX from Sun and Moon era. Get that in your binder, especially if it's near mint. That was a near mint card, by the way. I saw at £18, which is mental. So definitely get on it as soon as you can. I can see this card really driving up in price, especially in the near future. One was sold today. I think maybe 2 were sold today. Guys, get on this Umbreon GX, especially if you're an Umbreon fan. Umbreon's a fan favorite. Get this Umbreon as soon as possible. Coming in at number 2, just missing off that number 1 spot. Again, they're not in any particular order. I'm kind of going in slight favorites towards the end, though. And we have the Piplup Secret Rare, kind of that trainer gallery from Sun and Moon's Cosmic Eclipse. Now, Cosmic Eclipse, as we all know, a massive, huge set in the Sun and Moon era. Booster packs going to around £30 to £40, maybe a little bit less now as we come maybe slightly out of the craze of Pokemon, but £30 to £40 it used to be. And this card is unbelievable. I absolutely love this card. Piplup flexing over there. He's just going, hey, I can flex as well. And Dawn in the background. Dawn being a very fan favorite character from Generation 4, especially in the anime with Ash, Dawn, and Brock. It was Brock, wasn't it, right? Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Brock as well. Dawn with Piplup. That bubble texture in the background. The pink and blue swirling around, their colors in the background as they bring it to the forefront. I love this card. I want to pull it one day. If I can get some Cosmic Eclipse, maybe we'll open some on the channel, but I absolutely love it. Now, it's sticking at around $41 on the TCG Player website. That's in a light play. So as you can see here on the graph, we can see down here, it was at $38.17. And yes, it has dipped off at the end once again. It got to a high of around $40.70, and it did go for about a 6% increase. And then it's come down, and it's gone for about a 2% increase in total. Yes, it has gone down. I do believe it will go up again, though. Sun and Moon is on the rise. I do believe that it's going to go up once again. We'll check on eBay as well to make sure that we can verify that and see if someone's picked it up today as well. Yes, it's on the lower side. It's good for us. This card is beautiful. I think it's a stunning card. Cosmic Eclipse has loads of these beautiful trainer gallery secret rares. They're absolutely stunning. I'll pop a few of them round here now. You'll get a few of them popping up. I think this card is definitely a no-brainer, especially if you like cute Pokemon. It can go in a cute binder. And PokeLifts just flexing out. I just love it. I just love the fact that he's like, I can do this. I can do this. Oh, I just love it. We're going to check eBay and make sure we verify the price. But I just love this card, and I think it's definitely a pickup worthy of going into your collection. So there wasn't one picked up today, but there was one picked up yesterday in an Ace 9. Shout out Randolph, by the way. Ace labels are beautiful. That Ace label on that card is stunning. And there was one picked up about 3 days ago as well. The one raw that was picked up 3 days ago, that one was at £31, reflecting quite well off TCG player here. But even so, I think that's a cheap price for this card. I do think as the Sun and Moon era gets more popular and the Mid-Era gets more popular in the next few months, this is going to start skyrocketing up. I think it's going to go up in price, maybe just a little bit, maybe quite a lot. Get your hands on it while you can at this price point. Now, coming in at number 1, everybody who knows me, knows this channel, knows I love a promo, and it is the Shaymin EX X and Y promo with that Radiant Collection vibe around the border. This card is one that I've had on my radar for ages, and luckily I got it gifted to me for a present for my birthday last year, and now it is in my collection. But this is a sick card. This card is beautiful, especially since it's a promo as well. I can't believe it's a promo. And it has got that Radiant Collection kind of style. The borders with all those flowers, the fact that there's 2 Shaymins on the card, Shaymin being probably my favorite. Legendary, mythical? I can't remember if it's legendary or mythical. Comment down below. The one that's kind of like sitting there like this is just so sweet, and the other one sniffing away at the flower that's on the border. Just such a cute card, so vibrant, so fresh, if you can say that. And just a beautiful card in general, sitting at around $36.95 on the TCG player website. And as we go down, you can see that it is on the rise once again. Now, when I got this card, it was at a lower price point than this, which is kind of crazy and just shows that X and Y era is starting to creep up in price once again, as well as Mid-Era just in general. But you can see down here, about 3 months ago, it was at $31.41. It did a big old increase to 35, dipped a little bit, and then slowly went back up now to $36, aiming at around a 17 to 18% increase, and it deserves it in my opinion. This card deserves it by a long shot. The other one which I did have on my list before recording this video was the Reshiram Radiant Collection, which is going to pop up here over by the side. That was going to be in this video, but now it's just gone crazy on the market, especially since Black Bolt and White Flare's coming out. That card has gone mental in the market, and I didn't want to put it on here because it is way too expensive in my opinion right now. This card is just as cool, is just as beautiful, and definitely worthy of going in your collection. If you've not seen this card before, guys, it is a stunning card, as you can see. We're going to check eBay and make sure we verify that price. Let's have a look. So the trend continues with people buying these Mid-Era cards. This last sold on eBay was on the 5th of July, so yesterday, and it was about £52. I bought mine last year, or got mine last year, at about 30 quid. So, guys, 52, it has slowly gone up, and it is going to go up in this boom. I'm telling you right now, it is going to go up in this boom, so make sure you get it as soon as possible if you love it. Get it as soon as possible. In that near mint condition as well, it is at that £52 price point. Try and find it, try and get it while you can before it goes crazy. It's just such a beautiful card. It's vibrant, it's sick. You probably haven't seen it in real life, but if you see it in real life, it is so, so vibrant and cool. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to try and find it, and I'll show you on this camera now. It probably won't do it justice, but I'll show you nevertheless. Okay, guys, so here it is, if you can see. Look at that. Guys, get this card in your collection. I'm telling you right now, look at the shine. It is so vibrant. So, so vibrant. So beautiful. I mean, this camera's not doing it justice. I mean, you can see the shine on the ring light in front of me. But this is the card that is at my #1 spot for these Mid-Era cards. Get it in your collection. I'm telling you right now, it is absolutely stunning. What an unreal card. What a #1 spot. Definitely worthy of that #1 spot. And a beautiful card for your Mid-Era collection. Okay, team, so that is going to do it for today's video. That was a list of 10 cards from the Mid-Era of the Pokemon TCG that I believe you should be getting your hands on as soon as possible. Obviously, those top 3, they were kind of a little bit of a top 3. That Umbreon, the Piplup, and also the Shaymin. They are 3 beautiful cards that I think you should be adding to your collection as soon as possible. I've got that Shaymin. Make sure you get it in your collection too. Guys, remember to enter the giveaway for that beautiful ZERAORA GX from Tag Team GX All-Stars, the Japanese Pokemon Sun and Moon set. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell, and comment what is your favorite Pokemon card from the mid-era of the TCG. I've said already, mine is Snorlax level X. It could be that Shaymin as well. What is yours? Get it down in the comments to enter that givey. As always, guys, if you're opening up any Pokemon products, it may be some mid-era product at this point, I hope that you get some absolutely insane pulls. Maybe you get some full arts, some primes, maybe even some level X's out of those packs. That would be unreal. So giving you all the luck. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And from me and Dedene, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.